Welcome to the end of October and the official beginning of November. This is my intentional October favorites, things that I try to be thoughtful about and want to share with you. A lot of these things I'll be taking on over into November as well, so feel free to take some inspiration and jot some ideas down for your month. Starting with items, I have been loving making hot matchas and hot pumpkin coffees at home. I've said this multiple times in my videos, but I love waking up immediately and starting my day off with like some sort of beverage. Honestly, I think it's more of like the olfactory, the smell, rather than the actual like drink or taste. Waking up and making my own drink is such a sacred part of my morning routine. Of course, the convenience of buying a coffee is fine, but something about being able to wake up and knowing that you have all the drinks and all the customizations that you like exactly in your kitchen is just like so much more rewarding. I love the smell of making my coffee, hearing like the kettle, all of these different things that I feel like you can take for granted or not pay attention to really allows you to just like enjoy making the drink. Cottage cheese. I recently just discovered cottage cheese. Hello, cottage cheese. Like, I have never tried cottage cheese literally until this month. And why is it low-key the hack? Why is it low-key the hack? It's literally just cheese. I don't know. I used to think that it was like some sort of blue cheese vibe or it'd be gross or like not that good. It's literally flavorless. I put it on a pizza. I put it in my eggs. I put it in like a bowl of rice and it has like that extra protein. If you indulge in cottage cheese and you know a lot about it, leave some recipes or like some ways that you use it down below, or even like other things that are a similar vibe. Like I'm literally obsessed. Hello, have I been living under a rock? Next, I don't know why this is like literally only food. Smoked salmon. I have loved smoked salmon for a very long time. It's just like a fun way of like making my breakfast feel luxurious with the capers and the dill and the mustard and the cream cheese. Yeah, I love a lox bagel. So fire. Next are these Shokz headphones. Oh my god. I posted a TikTok about it recently, but if you don't know, I am training for a marathon in March and I've recently upgraded to the Shokz Open Run. These are such a game changer and have been on my running wish list for a very long time. I really like it because I feel like it's quite easy to wear and it doesn't move or slip and I don't have to keep adjusting it when I'm running. What I also love is that they are open on the side, so they don't actually go in your ear. They sit around your ear and that's to ensure safety when you run, so you can still hear cars, you can still hear people. I'm a firm believer of investing in anything that is going to make your life easier and it's something that you've actually considered. These have been on my wish list all summer and I finally bought them when I saw them on sale. It has simplified my life so much because I was running with my Beats. It was really uncomfortable, and honestly, when you don't have the right tools for the things that you want to do, it really hinders you from actually like doing them. But it's good to get things that are gonna help you achieve the things that you want to do. So I feel like when I look at these, it's just like inspiration, motivation for me to run, and I'm so excited to also wear them during my marathon. Next, I finally upgraded my body wash. I have been using the same one for almost about 2 years now. This is the Papaya Glow Nectar Body Wash by Elise and Alicia, which also happens to be the sponsor of today's video. And as I said before, I am very, very intentional about all the products that I consume. So of course, more than talking about it, let me show you how it actually works. What sets this body wash apart is that more than cleansing, it transforms. Crafted with clinically backed ingredients like kojic acid and papaya enzymes, every shower is luxurious. Personally for me, I love a fresh scent that's not too overpowering, and this body wash is right up my alley. My skin feels fresh, hydrated, and balanced after the shower, not stripped or dry, and I can instantly see the glow. The pump is easy to use and it lathers well with the loofah or just between your hands. I like to keep it simple, so I really appreciate how it targets hyperpigmentation, gentle exfoliation, and nourishes the body. Elise and Alicia have kindly provided a link for you to save on your own set of their Papaya Glow Nectar Body Wash, so feel free to check out the description box to get 2 for $10 off. Next, moving into my favorite October things to do. Romanticizing your life in every small way. First step, playing a jazzy fall music playlist for everything that I do. I'm cooking, I'm walking, I'm driving. Having this in the soundtrack literally makes you feel like you're watching a YouTube video, you're watching a movie. And I feel like it makes little mundane everyday things a little bit more special. It infuses a little bit more gratitude. I even love falling asleep to like a jazzy fall music playlist. I don't know, I just feel like I'm Rory Gilmore. I feel like I'm in Boston or something, not in Southern California. I feel like there's a chill in the air, a crisp breeze, crunchy leaves under my feet, and let me get this straight, I'm actually not really a fall person. I feel like my favorite seasons are spring and summer. So for the past few falls, I've really been trying to like take advantage of it and be grateful for every single season, because every single season has a purpose and intention. Sometimes I can feel kind of sad when it gets darker earlier, when the sun is setting earlier. So I'm just trying to be more grateful for the present moment. And honestly, as dumb as it sounds, like having a playlist like this, coffee shop cozy jazz, just helps me like be more in the moment. Driving to see my friends, I don't know where you live or what kind of like transportation you have, but I feel like whatever that means to you, to me it means like making the effort to see the people that I want to be friends with, the people that I want to cultivate relationships with. Sometimes it can feel like, oh my gosh, like this is so far, there's so much traffic, the gas is expensive, like a lot of hurdles that we can tell ourselves to prevent us from like doing the extra mile, literally. And honestly, like you're only getting older, time is only passing faster. That's the only thing that we're never gonna get back. This is the only moment you have, so make time for the friends that you want to see. I feel like I have a lot of friends that live kind of far, or I don't know, just like busy schedules, but if you find that time where you can align, even if it's for like a coffee or like a Sunday morning or like a walk or just something before like another social event, I feel like it's worth it. What I feel like I'm all about is making memories and building relationships. So if we're not doing that or allowing the things in our lives like work or school to actually like funnel to that, then I feel like we've missed the mark a little bit. I'm in my post-grad season of life, so honestly my friendships and like our stages look really different. I have friends that are in school, I have friends that are married, I have friends that have moved multiple times. So with the energy in the current present moment that I have, I really want to use it well to spend time with all those people that I love and really care about. Number 3, a disciplined workout schedule. I feel like this is so gym bro, like the concept of getting older and really learning the difference between motivation and discipline. Typically the way we do things is usually like a societal pressure, like going to school, getting a job, or your like intrinsic motivation. And I've learned you cannot depend on your intrinsic motivation. So having discipline and systems set in your schedule actually allow you to achieve the things that you want to do. Like I said, I'm marathon training. That's not like my favorite thing to do. It's just like a goal that I set out for myself. So we can like set a goal far in the future and like something that we want to obtain, but the goal alone is not enough to get me to do something every single day. So if I'm relying on the motivation of my goal for 6 months, it's really not going to be sustainable. And I feel like that's why we have a problem starting things and never finishing them. But having structured discipline in my workouts really allows me to take one step closer to my goal every single day without relying on my motivation. It's not every day that I want to do something, but if I have a checklist or a system that I have to do and it's repetitive, that is an easier neural pathway for my brain to get to rather than having to muster up the motivation of each day. Now when I wake up, I don't have to think like, what am I doing today? Like the workout plan is there, the distance I have to run is there. Like it really eliminates all of like the thinking and the decisions, and the only decision I have to make is just to get out the door. I love journaling, especially in this fall season, because we're just inside. There's more of a cozy vibe. I say that as it's currently 91 degrees outside. I have been journaling since I was 9 years old. That is over a decade of journaling. And truly, I do not feel like I would be the person I am now without journaling. Journaling helps you be so much more self-aware and helps the processing aspect of everything in our life. We have so many thoughts and so many things happen to us daily, if not hourly. Having a place where you can just like be yourself completely, spitball, ideate is so relieving. I love journaling because I can literally say whatever I want. Journaling everything really helps me organize and guide my thoughts, and it's not even that profound. I'm not like doing any crazy journaling prompts or like any exercises. Like I'm literally writing the date and just having like a stream of consciousness. Next is a candlelit shower, and I got this idea from Gabrielle Ihara. She did a video on how she romanticizes her life, and she said a candlelit shower really helps her, and I was like, hello, that is such a good idea. I love this idea because one, it's inexpensive, it's soothing, and just like a form of everyday luxury. Getting in the shower in the dark with a candle and maybe like a scented candle really creates like a very small oasis of peace. And it's just like a cute little form of self-care. It's not for anyone else. No one else benefits from it. It's not something that you're necessarily gonna show off. It's really an activity that you truly do for yourself. Some things that I've been learning this October: combating lies that you tell yourself with truth has been a game changer for me. I feel like I didn't realize how often I was telling myself things that just weren't true. Not even not true, like blatant lies. So taking your lie or your thought or whatever came up in your stream of consciousness and matching that with truth really enables that neural pathway, like I said before, to become more easily paved and clearer. So next time you have that lie, you have more of a direct channel to combat it with truth. I feel like around the fall time is typically when we can get a little sad, and doing this exercise almost daily for me has really changed the way that I talk to myself and the way that I hope and I dream about the future. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy, and it's easier to think these things because you've just thought them so many times before. Learning how to match a lie with truth over time doesn't become like an exercise you do, but it actually will become your first nature. Next is to trust that you are going to get what you're meant for, and you are not gonna get what you're not meant for. You are only going to get what is meant for you. And this isn't the same thing as what you deserve necessarily. I really feel like what's meant for you is independent of your own merit. Something being meant for you versus you deserving it, it's not the same thing. The circumstances in your life, the achievements, the successes, the low points, the hardships, these are all things that are happening to you to allow you to become you. But I have to tell myself, if I didn't get it, if I don't get to go through with it, if it doesn't happen to me, then like, let it be. Let it pass, because I only want the things that are actually meant for me. I will sit here and I'll wait for the one that is specifically designed for me, is going to bring out the best characteristics in myself. Next, some creators I've been loving are Mia McGrath. She's awesome. She does personal finance content and she speaks to her own experience. I really like her because she's not the typical archetype that you would see in finance, which makes it feel so much more accessible. I like watching her content because she explains things very clearly, and she's also a mindful girly. Next, Grace Beverly. She's so awesome. I love listening to her podcast. She is a business owner, a business gal. She has a lot of tips on being a creator, a business owner, an entrepreneur. And as I mentioned before, Gabrielle Ihara, I really love just her whole vibe. She is so fall coded to me. She has like a very minimal, simple, intentional life, and she is all about systems and structure and discipline. I really like watching her content because I like how she just like romanticizes every aspect of her life. She reads a lot. She's very knowledgeable. She spends a lot of time alone and quality time with herself, taking herself on dates and things like that. So I love to see it, and I feel like it's really inspiring. That is it for my October favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little different, a little bit more thoughtful, a little bit more mindful. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to let me know by liking this video. If you have any video ideas, or if you want to see journal prompts or like an elaboration of anything I talked about, comment down below some suggestions or let me know in my polls. If you want to see more of my content and you like this mindful, intentional vibe, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.